Hello everyone, Goobert here, and today I used this minor poison mortar deck in a classic challenge, and I think I did pretty well. So without further ado, let me show you guys some highlighted games, and let's get right into it. Alright, in a game against Royale. Honestly, they have a pretty good badge, 100 classics, gonna wish them good luck back. I want that badge too, so I'm gonna try to work for it. Okay, yeah, just gonna minor on the tower. Safest first play I could think of. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna scar me on this hog every single time. Well, I don't know about that, this person could have EQ, but we'll find out. Gonna bats like so. Don't really want to expend a spell just yet. Still trying to figure this out. All right. What could this possibly be? I don't know yet, but I'm gonna prepare for respawn goblins if they decide to do it. Yep, just gonna log right on top of that. Luckily, it's only 3, so it's not as punishing as it used to be. Dang, that was broken when that was around. I can't lie. Okay, they go for the cannon in the middle. I'm not gonna go for anything committal. Just gonna cycle things in the back really, and just kind of wait to see what we're dealing with. Okay, this is probably 2.6. Can't say for certain. Just going to poison like so. I could have hit the cannon and the musketeer. Just wanted to make sure I get, the musketeer completely gone for sure. I'm not great with dual placements. Okay. They're going to go ice golem here? Oh, no, they actually go giant skeleton. Yeah, this could be actually concerning. Okay, I'm going to block the bridge with skellies just in case they try to do something like hog. Okay, I should play Skeleton King after. Could have absorbed some skeletons, but let's go Mortar here. And they just expended their Electro Spear, so I'm going to bats like so. I think I might have to log too, but let's see if this gives a shot. And it does, yeah. I'm just going to log this off just to finish everything off, and that's going to be a good defense. We are ahead now. This is nice. I think this might get troublesome later on in the game when they stack giant skeletons, hog pushes, and the Evil Musketeer is something to be concerned about. So we're just going to have to be playing very defensive. We cannot mess up. And there's that Musketeer we speak of in the back. I'm going to poison it, actually. I don't mind doing that. Yeah, and they can spell my tower all they want. It's definitely EQ. This has to be hog EQ, because this used to be a deck with Archer Queen in it as well. Okay, they go for the Goblin to the Bridge. Yeah, just minor on that. Maybe a little low. Probably should have done the up higher, so I don't need to worry about them when they respawn, but we'll see what we can do. I think I'm going to Skelly King down low so I can get some minions from this. Come on, man. Yep, no, they would go for a Skelly King. Let's absorb those. All right, how nice. Okay, yeah, the giant skeleton pushes are definitely going to be more devious in double elixir, so I might start going opposite lane. That might be the idea. Because I don't really want to go same lane. They're just going to stack. Okay, they actually go hog in the other lane. Interesting. Yeah, I just expended a Evo Skarmy. But that's probably not going to get much value in this matchup anyways. It's going to Skeleton King like so. Yeah, this Furnace is definitely putting in work. There's really no way to take it out besides, I don't know, an Evo Musketeer maybe? Okay, they go in the other lane. I'm just going to poison right on top of that. Don't want that getting too much value. And another Giant Skeleton is on the board. I might bait out a spell with the Skarmy. Let's see what they do. Go on. Come on, man. Do it. Okay, they go for it. Just get a minor like so. Yeah, it'll chip it away. Don't really need to be too committal on that. Okay, they go for the hog, just mortaring down low. And we have a quite promising lead, if I'm being honest. I like this, but we can't speak too soon. Game's not over. And in triple, it's going to be full-on spam. So, okay, they got the Musketeer in the middle. I'm just not going to do much about that until it crosses. But they got to deal with my Furnace still. Okay, they go for the Giant Skeleton, so that's going to be a split lane push. Yeah, it's going to minor on top of that so they don't try to block it with anything devious. And Furnace in the middle, it's unkillable. I absolutely see him going hog with this. And there it is, Evo Mortar up top. Hopefully he can sneak out a hit. Okay, definitely not with that cannon, yeah. Just gonna hope the Skarmy gets enough value. And I think they logged my Furnace out of range of that bomb. Okay, yes they did. That probably would have done a lot more if it didn't. But yeah, that hog unfortunately does get a swing. We're gonna have to start pressuring with miners on offense. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely poisoning that. There's not a world where I don't. And that's gonna be some good value. Need as much tower damage as possible. Okay, yeah, Mortar in the middle. I think I can just go bat safely as long as they don't have E-Spirit in cycle. But you know what? I'm just going to take this as is. And even though they Earthquake late, I don't think I need to respond, right? Yeah, just barely don't need to. Okay, yeah, just Furnace in the middle. We'll see where they go with this. And Skarmy up top. Yep, I do block the Evil Musketeer. And that's going to be great for us. Okay, yeah, this might have been a mediocre Skeleton King. I'm just trying to block. Should I pop ability? Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm just going to mine on offense, though. Yeah, they react to it really late. I'm really pressuring them so good. Okay, yeah, just split bats, Skarmy on this end, log, and I think I'm just going to chip their tower away for the rest of the game. I'm going to play kind of like a jerk, and look at all those skellies I absorbed. Just going to hover my Mortar for this hog. Yep, and there it is. Okay, they go for the EQ. Not a fan of that, but this Skarmy after the EQ should put in some work. And there we go. Okay, yeah, look, a Fire Spear and a Furnace hit on the left side. They're just ignoring it to go full offense. 30 seconds left. Okay, that hog might cause problems. I'm going to Mortar like so. I thought that was out of the EQ's range, just barely not. Oh goodness, that Electro Spear could be bad. Okay, no, we're actually just fine. I think I'm going to pop ability here in a moment just so I can get that out of here. Oh goodness. Yeah, Skarmy like so. And I get predicted, but I'll Mortar like so. And look. Oh god. Okay, this is getting a little too close. I don't like this. Come on, man. Skeleton King, block me. Oh, no, 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 no. This is getting way too close, bro. Another hog already. It's going to scar me like so. And they're just predicting me. I'm just going to mortar late. 3 seconds left. Oh, my God. No, 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 no. Please, bro, please. Nah. That was so good. Okay, that's a good game. I totally got lucky, but yeah, we take it. We take it. All right, got a game against blue. Let's see how this one goes. All right, yeah, I think I'm just going to play it safe. Going to wish him good luck. Probably split Skarmy to cycle to my Evo. That's one of the better starting plays. Okay, Suspicious Bush is logging right on top of that. That thing does way too much damage if you let it get anywhere close. This is Hyperbait, isn't it? Okay, I honestly hope it is Hyperbait. And this might be one of the first times any Clash Royale player has said this, but I hope this is Hyperbait because I actually have a pretty good matchup against it, so. Seeing Rascals, this looks a bit unorthodox, though. I don't know what kind of log bait this is. Okay, yeah, it just looks like the Khan variant. Yeah, it's going to mortar in the middle. Defensive mortars will be saving our life in this matchup. That's really the saving grace. That's our MVP. Okay, they go for the Dark Gobby. I'm just going to poison on the tower and get that, and that Dark Prince isn't going to do anything. Furnace is a lot more tankier than you'd think, and that's going to take it out completely. Yeah, log in left lane for sure. I'm saving log for Suspicious Bush every time. That's one of the most harmful things in this matchup. Besides Evo Skelly Barrel, that is a ridiculous card. I cannot believe it's gone this long without being killed. Truth be told, Hyperbait doesn't really have the right to exist, if you think about it, because there's no strategy to it, really. It's really just use the broken Evos, spam to the next one, and rinse repeat. But that's a Clash Royale problem, not a player problem. Honestly, I would love everyone in the world stop playing Hyperbait, but you can't tell them that. They got their rights and stuff, blah, blah, blah. Okay, look at this. I'm really hoping it's just the 2 small spells they have, because I haven't seen anything yet. Okay, yeah, mortar like so. I'm guessing they have vines. That'd be my guess. Okay, this spam's kind of getting out of hand, but I'm going to log like so, hit that Rascal Grill too. Yeah, that was some pretty good value. I have nothing for that bush. I think I just have to wait and put a Skarmy on it. They might mess it up, though. Okay, there it is, the Royal Ghost. Yeah, I'm going to Skarmy on the right side and probably just Miner on defense for the left. Hopefully that does enough. Miner's decently tanky on its own, so let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, all is well. And here's the Hero Goblins. Yeah, I don't think they use that yet. This could get out of hand really quickly. Yeah, we haven't went on offense at all. We haven't had the chance to, and I don't know if we ever will. I think we're just going to have to go Miner Poison and triple or something and really go from there. Yeah, he kind of baited out my log. Now he's going to spam the hell out of me. And there it is. Evo Mortar up top. Unfortunately, I did not account for the Rascals being placed, but look at this poison. It's going to go crazy. Yeah, it's definitely time for Miner spam. I don't know how else I'm going to get offense. Okay, is the Royal Ghost going to get pulled? It does. Kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I'm going to log. This might be some decent value. Hold on. Okay, yeah, we get the Hero Goblins as well. And yeah, this defense is going to be something else. Okay, yeah, Mortar up top. Actually, Skarmy first. What am I going to do for that barrel? Yeah, just going to Furnace and hope the Fire Spear pops in time and hopefully take that out. Okay, yeah, not bad, not bad. Oh, look at this. This offense is going to go crazy. And pop the ability. How will they deal with this? Yo, Skelly King, please splash, bro. Nah, just barely not, but that's still some pretty good damage. It's going to log like so. I know they're going to go for everything the second I do this. Yep, here it comes. Bats like so. Let's go Skarmy middle, actually, to pull everything, and Mortar in the middle, too. I would go on offense, but yeah, the Rascals are always going to snipe it out and get too much value. Hold on, could that Mortar hit the Dark Goblin, potentially? That'd be nice. It does. Okay, nice. I'm just going to log on a Suspicious Bush, even though it's getting pulled, not taking chances. And that should be good defense. Should I pop ability here? Yeah, I will. This could be a fat poison. Hold on. Nah, I'm not going for it. I need to save all I got. And look, the skeletons really helped me out there. Okay, what am I going to do now? Just Skarmy on top of those. Why not? Okay, here's the Skelly Barrel. The Evo at that. Maybe I'll get a really good lock here. Let's try to get something huge. I actually get a shot on tower because, yeah, the Ghost does not tank. How wonderful. Yeah, just going to Miner. Good tank on its own. I don't really want to wait for that, but I might have to. Furnace, do something, bro. And pray they don't have vines. Come on, man. I know they do, but... Okay, they might have just used all their cards. I don't know. I haven't seen a single spell. This is a big poison. Love that value they gave me. Skelly Barrel. Yeah, Evo Mortar on defense. Always clutching it up for us. Probably going to die really quickly, though. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a fat poison if I've ever seen one. No way, I don't go for it. And we just need to buckle up for defense for the next about 35 seconds. We kind of have this in the bag, hopefully, if we play accordingly. So let's not get juked by anything. Yeah, just play our defensive mortars like so. Dark Prince isn't going to do much on offense. I'm going to go for another Skelly King. Absorb some skeletons. Maybe they can help us in the future. Poison on the left lane. I need those rascal girls dead. And they're going to spam the heck out of me. This log, I know y'all just saw that. Okay, I was suspicious Bush did not interact with my cards like that. Because that would have been a very valuable log. But now I have to do all this. Kind of overspend. But they're in no position to win. So I'm just going to take the dub right here. And yeah, that was a good game. I think we played very accordingly. So we'll just keep this up in the future in case we run into Hyperbait again. We will, definitely. All right, in a match against RD, going to wish them good luck. And we are pretty far into this thing. We're about 10 wins in, so I think we're just going to go for a Mortar. I'm feeling confident. Let's see what they do. Okay, they got a Skeleton King of their own, and this might be another Hyperbait. I've gone against 3 of these, and they were kind of boring games, so I didn't put them in this video. All right, yeah, Skarmy right on top of this. And that actually blocks pretty well and retargets, so yeah, I get a shot. Loving that. Hyperbait again. Yeah, Furnace on this. Kind of a slight overspend, you know, 1 elixir difference, but we can't let that trip us up too much. We're going to have to really focus on positive traits here, and ignoring things we must. That's not an ignore. That's absolutely, I think I'm going to go poison though. Nah, that's too risky. Not in single. I think I'm just going to play it safe. Okay, yeah, Mortar in the middle. Pull everything. And yeah, I kind of overestimate the rascals sometimes, truth be told, even though they're really good. Okay. Yeah, this miner's going to pull everything, and this is going to be a good defense. Yeah, we're just going to keep this up for the next 4 minutes. This is definitely how long they're going to do this for. All right, yeah, I'm not breaking through, really. We're just going to have to defend for our lives. That's how this goes. We bait out a log, which is nice, so I get my Skeleton King ability full. And I'm just going to wait till that crosses the log. Okay, yeah, not sure what I'm going to do here. Maybe Bats, that could snipe it out. Let's see. Bats, come on. Please take it out, bro. Okay, just barely. Evo Mortar in the middle. Feels kind of like a waste of an Evo Mortar, but I pray this gets some value. Definitely not. It hurts my soul to waste an Evo Mortar, but sometimes you just have to do it against that broken card. Yeah, this miner like so, mixing up the placement so I don't get caught. Okay, yeah, the Skarmy catches that anyway. And that's going to be an Evo Skarmy soon enough. That's going to be deadly, but we do have a lot going for us. Just don't get baited too hard. We'll be all good. Okay, they're going to get a full Skelly King ability, which could be problematic in the future. But we're just going to play it real slow and safe. Assuming this is Hyperbait, which they give me no reason to think it's not. This is so tempting to poison. I don't know if I will. Yeah, I'm definitely not. I don't have time. I'm going to wait for that Skelly barrel to get close to the Mortar so I can get a good log off. Just make sure I get all these Skellies. I'm definitely going to Evo Skarmy right on that rascal boy and girl there. Maybe I can get a good offense going. I'm going to get a full ability if they log. Let's do it. Okay, they go for it, and I'm definitely going to miner the tank. See if they have anything to deal with this. Do it just in the nick of time. They go for the Skarmy of their own, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Oh my goodness, look at this. They're tearing it up, but yeah, they tear it up right back. Okay. Oh, they go for the ability. I think I'm just going to log. Hopefully hit that Dark Goblin too. Let's see if it happens. Okay, that just barely misses. That's unfortunate. And this is kind of a terrible Mortar. This is probably going to do nothing. It's going to scar me in the middle. And I don't like the stress I am being put over. Okay, Bats, please take this out. I think I kind of panicked. I don't think it's going to do it. Okay, it barely does. Yeah, and I'm just going to miner like so. It should tank for those little bush goblins. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they need to nerf those stat. Those things are insane. All right. A rocket? No. We absolutely need to get some offense in soon. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm going to go... I can't really go on offense. They're not giving me any chances. I'm going to Evo Mortar in the middle, though. This could potentially be something, but look at this spam. I don't know if it will. Wait. Oh, that actually connects. I think they placed the Skelly King a little too late or too low, or maybe even both. And that's a sus bush is going to be problematic, so it's going to furnace like so. It's probably going to get a swipe or two. Yeah, it's going to get ridiculous with rocket. This could have been in the bag if there was no rocket, but look at this. I got a Mortar up top. Maybe get a really valuable log. Hope they play something else. Okay, they were patient and waited. I'm going to poison on this, though. We have to spell cycle the hell out of them. We cannot let them breathe. Okay, that suspicious bush is going to be problematic, but let's put in some offense so we can avoid that in the future. Yeah, they go for a log too early. That would have got me, is the thing. I got a Mortar on defense really awkwardly. But look at that. Our miner is getting some crazy chip damage, and these bats are just going to carry it for me, and this is going to be a big log. And I see no reason this Mortar doesn't clutch up. Look at that. That was actually a... Okay, yeah, here's the rocket. Look at this. We're going to have this miner, and I'm going to poison and try to predict the skeleton army, which is definitely going to happen. Okay, nah, they go Skelly King. Smart. And they go for both of their push units at the same time. Don't know if that's really what you want. You try to bait them out first, and this is a good log. Hold on. But yeah, that Evo Mortar is not going to give value. Look at this poison. Yep, and I do cast the skeleton army this time. It's going to get some good value. I'm a Skeleton King up top. Hopefully that splashes on the bush as well. Nah, just barely not. Okay, yeah, Mortar to pull this, and this is going to be a fat log. Here comes the rocket. All we have to do is spam minor poisons, and we should hopefully win the game. Yeah, this is going to be a big poison, like so. Loving this. Yeah, just going to Mortar one more time, and I think we could actually clutch this out. All we have to do is just spam just a small bit more. 10 seconds left on the clock. I don't think they're going to break through, and I hit the minor. I do, just to insecure. Okay, they don't have enough time to rocket, so that's going to be a good game. Wouldn't be enough anyway, but that was unexpected. I did not expect my opponent to have rocket, but we adjusted well, and I'm happy with that win. In what is hopefully our last match against Angel Anske, I think I'm going to wish them a big fat good luck. I might need it as well. I tend to choke these wins sometimes, but we'll see. Yeah, 3 busk in the back first place. Sure, why not? Yeah, why not? Get away with it too. Why not, man? Okay. I never really played this matchup, but I think it's sort of self-explanatory. It just depends if they have pump or not. I hope they don't, but we'll see what happens. These bats should nibble away at these musketeers, get them lower. Skarmy right here. Okay, it's pigs. Skeleton King's going to offer a good splash for that. But look at that damage. Yeah, these things were nerfed, but truth be told, I think they might need another one. The problem with 3 musketeers is the health. That's ridiculous. And look, our Skarmy actually got some chip damage on the left. Not bad. It's going to go minor like so. It's a decent tank on its own. And hope they don't have pump. I don't think I've seen a variant with pump before, but we will see. There's some weird decks out here. Especially in this current meta. I don't know what I'm going to do. Alright, yeah, this is pretty self-explanatory. I think we just play defense, hope for the best. Pray they don't have pump, and I'm guessing they don't. There's no way they do. What kind of deck is pump, pigs, 3 musks? I also wonder what spell they're going to have. I don't see a lot of 3 musketeer decks these days. Luckily. Truth be told, this is a terrifying deck. Okay, yeah, skeleton army up top. Ability comes in, but it's not going to be enough. Not even close. And I'm going to pop the ability when these musketeers lock onto my Skelly King, so I can hopefully knock down their health bars. Alright, but look at that. Fire Spirit should hopefully connect. Yep, and we get some good damage. This is a decent start. Also, we find out they have vines. Interesting, but not out of the ordinary. That card is also broken. Wow, I didn't think that musketeer would get a hit. Okay, they go for the pigs. Just going to log Mortar up top. And wow, those skeletons are actually getting some work in. Look at that. And we get a connection. This is quite all right. And the one skeleton staying back to clutch up. That would be a lot more damage if it didn't. You know what? This is dumb, but I'm going to go on offense with this one skeleton too. This might be the longest a skeleton from a Skeleton King ability has ever lived. Those things have 0 health. Oh, he's going to get the royal ghost. Get him, bro. Rest in peace, bro. All right, yeah, Skeleton King like so. We should get the ability soon enough. And I'm going to start poisoning on these 3 musketeers. They're that deadly. I think I don't have much of a choice, but it doesn't even take them out. Ridiculous. I'm a log too. I don't know if there's much of a baiting factor with this deck, so I don't need to worry too much. And that musketeer on the left-hand side is not going to provide much offense, and I'm going to mortar like so. Yeah, and I made sure to put the miner there so I could pull away that ability. Didn't want that getting so bad. Okay, they go for the barbs in the middle. Interesting. I guess they have barbs. Don't know what that changes, really. We're just going to have the same game plan. Just know we're not getting a connection for sure in the future. But why not? We can go for it. All right, I'm going to miner with this as well. Probably see if they 3 musk. They definitely do. But look at this poison. This is going to go insane. And that fire spirit jumps. Look at that. Those musketeers are going down. And I'm definitely going on offense with this pop ability and mortar. This is going to be really good. I might even take tower here. This might be really good. Okay, they go for the vines, but I'm a Skeleton King to block. Ability's going to hit my mortar, but I don't mind. Look at this connection. If they get out of this scenario, I don't know what I'm going to do. Look, bats right after the arrows. What do they even do? Miner on the tower. And this looks like good game, but I think they actually survive. Okay, just barely. Such clean plays back to back, but we're not really going to get all that rewarded for it. But it's okay. We're ahead a lot. What more can I ask for? I'm probably just going to go for defensive mortars because I don't see any ways to stop it. They only have vines as their spell, it seems. It try to block it with a royal ghost, but that's not how it works. Skelly King up top, blocking everything. Making sure I cycle to another one because I know those pigs are coming in hot soon. All right, yeah, I think it's going to scar me down low. I don't know why they did that. They just go for barbs, same lane. I'm just going to log those off. Go for a defensive mortar. Okay, what is this offense? Yeah, I'm just going to mortar like this. Weirdest mortar ever, I know, but this might actually get a connection. Okay, they just gave up. There's no way they didn't. Okay, no, they're still kicking. They're still kicking, but there's not much they can do with this. This is a minor poison, and yeah, this is game. That's still enough, bro. All right, well, that was a good classic challenge with this deck. My goodness, that was flawless as well. I think I did a pretty good job. And I hear bats are getting buffed next season, so use this while you can. Thank you guys for watching, and that's all for the video. subscribe for more, and recommend me some decks in the comments. I run out of inspiration sometimes.